Yo, what up? It is the 26th of April, 2024, and it's currently 10:51 p.m. on a Friday. It's a Friday today. Literally tells you in the bottom right every time. That's where I read the time from. I actually read the time like that because I know what time it is because I've always got my computer right in front of me that's got the time on it, but this game has the clock is like 2 minutes ahead, and that's like, I know I've said like, oh, I'm committed to, playing real time, and so I'm kind of cheating a bit, but I don't know, if playing 2 minutes ahead is considered cheating to you, then I don't know what to tell you. So I have to like, yeah, that's why I wait to say the time, because if I said the actual time, then it wouldn't actually be correct technically, even though it is correct for me. It's not correct for the game. The game's really the only the one that matters as much. Now, I think for the lucky cat, no, the one I need is the left lucky cat, which is the same, but it's left hand instead of using its right to wave. This is eagle pole. No, I need the frog woman pole, which I didn't. This is a weird type of pole. And I think I have the lunar lander already. Considering I know the name of it, yeah, that makes sense. And I'm about to sneeze, unfortunately. Corn plant, I definitely have that. I swear, I won't sneeze, like, this happened with, the other day I was like, sniffy, like I had hay fever, and I hadn't had it the whole day, and then as soon as I started recording. That's weird. Oh god. Okay, now, I was gonna check if this pine chair was considered pink furniture, because it's like kind of a tinge pink, but it's not. Maybe this bobble pole, because I'm assuming today Monique or Marina are going to be asking about pink furniture, and I want to give something to them. I mean, it's red and blue. I'd say those would be the colors. I don't know, colorful. I don't know if colorful is like a catch-all where everything counts for it, or if it's a specific thing they'll ask for. But if they asked for colorful furniture, that would be a bit weird. I don't know if I want to give them barber poles anyway. That's not a very good, it's not a very good decoration. There's so much furniture in these Animal Crossings. All the ones before New Horizons where it's like, why on earth would I ever put this in my house? I mean, there's even, like, wallpaper and flooring to specifically make your house look like outside. It's weird. Let's see, a pink wave shirt. I was in Rofton today, and I got Gracie to show up in Rofton, and she gave me a shirt that I already had, so I was like, whatever. I'm sniffy again. I don't know what the hell happened. Literally this entire day, I wasn't sniffy at all. I'm allergic to dust, but I don't know how that would have to do with it. Like, maybe... Oh, no, I was going to say my DS is dusty, which, for one, doesn't make sense because I'm using it, so why would it be dusty? But for 2 hours playing on it earlier today, because I was playing Pokemon Black. Pokemon Black version. That was the last set of games where they used version in the title before they dropped it for X and Y. Oh, Wendell's here. I don't care. Wendell has not mattered to me since he gave me that country guitar. Maybe if I want to do... I don't know. Maybe I could try and add some new types of design paths around my house. Or around the town, I should say. Man, I could take my nasal spray again. Maybe that's what it is. Like, I'm playing around the same time every day, so maybe it's just, like, wearing off. Because I take it every day in the morning, usually. Gotta shake it up a bit and, Oh, okay. Oh god. I will say, as an asthmatic who hasn't used Ventolin, which is the, or like, you know, asthma spray for like years. Taking nasal spray every day is probably the nerdiest thing that I do. Even though I know it's normal. It's just like, it seems like something they'd make a nerd do in a show. I think maybe I'll start a bowling club, but more important than actually getting it off the ground is coming up with a really cool secret handshake. Oh look, gold rose. That's, oh look, we have 9 gold roses. That's nice. My dream is for all of these yellow flowers to be gold roses. That'd be awesome. Hell, bring them down all the way here. I don't know. Oh wait. Speaking of all the way down here, Tangy's in. Let's see what Tangy's house looks like. It's probably, I think I've seen it before. It's like all the fruit furniture. Oh, look at that. Oh, she has the pineapple bed, the cream sofa. I mean, not as much fruit furniture as I'd expect, but there isn't actually that much fruit furniture. Actually, no, there's watermelon tables. Yeah, she could have more. I like this song as well. I forget what this song is, which KK song this is. I washed all my dresses at the same time and they all shrunk. I'm gonna have to be naked. Everyone's gonna laugh. I don't care what kind, can you please get me a new outfit? I have never heard that dialogue before. You might have heard me, my pause. I was very taken aback by that. I don't know what villager type Tangy is. I'd assume peppy. Alright, I am going to have to quickly rush over to Able Sisters then, because it's about to close. In fact, yeah, they are about to close, like in a second. 1, 2, 3. Come on, get to it in time. Okay. Alright, anything at all. I mean, I can't receive direct feedback, but like in terms of these 3, I'm thinking we're not. I think immediately we're eliminating the firefighter tier. Like, not, you know, anyone can be whatever they want. Tangy's not a firefighter. We know that. We know she doesn't fit it. She doesn't fit that look. There's the. This is what? Is this the cafe? A waitress shirt. Now that's. It's a little bit, I don't know, I feel like that's not really a style, although waitress is, you know, food service, she is an orange, so it kind of has a tangential, tangy relationship. I don't know what the right choice is here between the pink wave shirt and the waitress shirt. I feel like the pink wave shirt is more subtle. I think that works to her a bit better, because she's already a very eccentric character, so trying to give her eccentric clothing is just gonna, you know, it's gonna tip the scales the wrong way, I reckon. That is my, singular fashion insight for the rest of my entire life, and now I'm gonna spend the rest of my life wearing beige shorts and, neutral t-shirts. Which is pretty much all I wear if I go out. I don't dress even remotely. I mean, I don't know how people do it. People wear like layered clothing in summer. Summer here is ruthless. So like, I don't know how people do it. I stick to the essentials, which are pants that have good pockets, which is most boys' pants, and a shirt that fits me. Which even that rule is broken sometimes. I've got shirts I definitely have worn out of that I'm still wearing sometimes for some reason. A pink wave shirt, are you giving it to me? Yay, thanks Spoon, I'll try it on now. Yeah, you see, that works. You giving me a pacifier? Okay. I think, wait, does she have a little fang? Oh no, I thought she had a little fang in her mouth when she opened her mouth. Yeah, she is peppy, that's what Victoria would say. Yeah, there was like a stray, like, pixel from her mouth that made it look like she had a little like, fang in her mouth for a second. 11 p.m. This is basically the theme song to this show. Hey, Peewee. There's such a thing as a golden tube sock. Would you want one? A golden tube sock? I mean, I don't wear tube socks, for one. For two, even if I did, I don't know if it being made of gold is actually a good attribute, or if it's specifically just gold coloring. For three, this question doesn't specify if it's a pair of gold tube socks or just a gold tube sock singular, which I don't know what you're gonna do with. As for whether or not I want one, I mean, if you're giving it to me for free, then sure. Oh, my bad. Seriously, I was just asking. I didn't mean anything by it. You're not expecting something from me now, are you? I think I made a pretty fair assessment of the idea of a golden tube sock. That's a random question. I wonder if that's like a thing. Like, not a golden tube sock, I mean. Like, I wonder if that dialogue has like multiple things he says, because that's the thing with lazy villages, is that sometimes they'll say specific names of food, and you actually might get that dialogue again, but they'll say a different food type. So they've basically, it seems like they've got an actual like Mad Lib style thing where they've got multiple items of food that they could be, you know, they can insert into their sentences, which is pretty interesting. So I wonder if that's a scenario like that where he's got multiple things he could say there, and that was just one of the things. Or if that dialogue specifically always talks about golden tube socks for some reason. I'm still hung up on the idea of it just being a single gold tube sock, because that just seems so pointless to me. And I mean, actually pretty much everything about that is I'm still hung up on. Oh, look at Monique's house. Despite, I mean, the only thing that sucks is that it's split in half, and for some reason she got rid of her jukebox, and now she just doesn't have any music playing. I've been collecting pink furniture. I don't know how long this will last, but right now I'm having fun. Let's see. Maybe one of these gyroids is pink. Let's see. Megatympanoid and an umbloid. In fact, let me just look. Are any gyroids pink? I don't think any of them... Oh, wait! A warbloid is pink. A quazoid is pink. These are not warbloids or quazoids. A tutoid. Okay, a warbloid, a quazoid, or a tutoid? No. A warbloid, a tutoid, or a quazoid? Okay, none of these. Wait, a quazoid? Where did I get that from? No, a quazoid's blue. Those are the little space guys. They're in my moon room. Wait, no. Quazoid. Okay, so, sorry, no. A regular quazoid is pink. But the tall quazoid is blue. So they can change color depending on their height? Wait a second. So how many pink gyroids are there? Plinkoid, quazoid, warbloid, tall warbloid, tutoid, warbloid, megatutoid. None of those, these definitely weren't any of that. I'm just gonna make sure. Decoid? Okay, I'm giving up. Yeah, I've conceded. I definitely don't have so much check of this. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't. I should have just... Why didn't I just check those gyroids? Why did I try and check every pink gyroids? That was such a bad way of trying to do that. Let's check on one cube. 50-50 chance of him being sick. I'm putting my bet on him being sick. Oh no, he's fine. Okay, I lost all my money then. But I wasn't betting anything, actually. According to the letter I got from the Happy Room Academy, my room's a mess. I can't believe that coordination earned me 162 points. I really need to give these guys good furniture so they'll stop complaining about their houses being bad. Well, hell, maybe a new hobby could do you good, Cube. Like a hobby where you collect furniture, maybe. In fact, I don't know what Cube's hobby is right now. It might be gardening. Let's see. Is this house fully surrounded? Usually a good indicator if a villager is a gardener, but like you've had your town for so long that pretty much every house is surrounded by flowers, is like look at how the radius, like if every tile surrounding their house is a flower, then they're probably a gardener because they'll be actively putting flowers around their house like every single day. Like Monique here has a couple flowers around, but she's definitely not a gardener because it's not developed. It's just a couple of stray flowers. Talking to myself, I loved homing pigeons as a kid. It would be fun to get paid for delivering letters to folks. Homing pigeons? I don't know what... I mean, I'm assuming... I don't know what that means. I've never heard that term before. I'm guessing it just has something to do with delivering mail. Like a carrier pigeon? Is that real? Is it a carrier pigeon? I think it is a thing, but I don't know how exactly. I know that those sort of... I don't want to say domestic. They're not domestic, because that's... I don't want to say it because it's the wrong term to use. I guess suburban birds, urban birds, the sorts that appear in like cities and stuff like that. Obviously, they're not from cities because that's not a natural phenomenon. But pigeons, crows, the ones you see like the kind of ones that eat trash, basically. Those ones are all pretty smart birds. I'm getting crazy close to the finish line now, and all my hard work will pay off soon. Good to know. I wonder if that's a thing though, where it's... Are those specific types of birds smart and they live in cities because they're able to handle it, because they're smart and know how to, like, identify humans and stuff? Or is it, like, every bird just can do that, and there's just certain ones that are more prevalent in cities? I actually don't know. Because I would assume that it's the former, where it's, there are some birds that are good with identifying things that aren't other birds, and so therefore they... decide to live in cities because they can identify things like humans and at least understand a little bit what a car is, enough to not get hit by it. Whereas other species of birds don't typically live in those sorts of areas because they don't have those abilities. Animals are very interesting. Interactions between human stuff and animals is always the most interesting to me. Like, the way orangutans can, like, use tools is really weird. Although, I guess using tools is a bit of a natural evolution, especially for, a monkey with opposable thumbs and all that, but it's just weird to see it. By the way, even like octopus, bringing up with Marina on screen. You know who Cube is, don't you? Yes, I have something that needs to be delivered to Cube. Would you do it, please? Hoping you'll be able to deliver this in an hour. Yeah, I can do that now. Do you know Cube? Yeah, I do, actually. Just leave you to it. I know a thing or two about him. I guess I don't know what his favorite color is, but I feel like, I've got a split 33 chance between black, yellow, and blue. And I don't think anyone's favorite color is black, so I'm gonna bring that down to a 50-50. Maybe someone's favorite color is black. I shouldn't... I mean, it's cool. When I was a kid, for some reason, my Mii on the Wii, I made his favorite color black, even though I don't think my favorite color has ever been black. It's technically not a color, which isn't it is, like, as an artist, yeah, it's not, like, you don't put black in your color palette, generally, because it's kind of assumed to be a default, which is, that's a thing in games as well, actually. Like, a lot of, if a game... oh, a turnip top. Does he put it on? Oh, nice! The way it stretches over his belly is so funny. But yeah, oh, what was I talking about? Black. Oh yeah, like, color palettes, game color palettes, black isn't, really a color at all. Although, it's kind of an annoying thing when people say that, because it's obviously used like a color, in the sense that you can, buy coloring pencils and there's black ones. so why shouldn't it just be considered a color? But it's like, kind of weird. Because really, it's pretty rare that if you're coloring in something, you're going to use black, like full-on black. Unless it's like, you know, maybe something like a stickman. Or just something in black and white. It depends. Oh. Pine bonsai, thank you. I'm gonna check that. I know I've got a pine bonsai, but I feel like sometimes when I miss... yeah, I definitely have it already. Sometimes when I miss furniture marking in my catalog, I just get them as gifts and then don't check because I assume I have them already. But yeah, what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, I was talking about, octopuses. They're pretty cool. There have been things showing the way they can interact. Like, they can fit inside jars, which I think is funny. But I find that funny mainly because it's like, we've got a way to equate their, you know, flexibility, but it's through a way that an octopus has basically no use out of because it's an octopus and therefore is not typically interacting with jars. I talked to Pango already. When did I talk to Pango again? So you know what? We just talk to people once and then that's it for the day. Shouldn't say anything particularly interesting when I first talked to her anyway. Oh, the big fishing tourney. I keep forgetting about that. I really gotta remember that. Get totally wigged out when I see their beady little eyes. Am I gonna forget? Am I gonna forget the fishing tourney on Sunday? I hope I don't. I remember one time I forgot the fishing tourney. But yeah, I just think it's funny to equate, like, human achievements, human objects to animals, like, in terms of their achievements, or abilities. Like, I mean, we even, like, you know, when you're, like, looking at the speed of someone, the first thing people compare it to is, like, animals. Which, I mean, I guess that makes a bit more sense, because, you know, being able to run away from animals is kind of an evolutionary advantage. Not that that's something we gain a particular advantage from nowadays, but, you know, it's worth noting. That is kind of weird, though, because, you know, your true running speed is definitely not going to be reflected fully by, you know, like, I feel like, I don't know, I guess it depends on the scenario. If you're doing, like, a beep test, which, if you don't know, a beep test is basically, like, it's this, I vaguely remember the way a beep test works, but it's something they make you do in PE class, where you've got to run between 2 points, and I think it's that you've got to run between before a beep happens, and if you can't keep up with the beep, then you know, you get eliminated. You know, if you did something like that, that doesn't reflect your true speed because of all of the different things happening. If you're getting chased by an animal, I feel like you would either go way faster than you usually would, or way slower because you're panicky. Oh, it's the exquisite rug I've always wanted. I happen to have it on me. Oh no. Well, did I knock? You're my bud. You're supposed to buy it off me. Maybe I should be buying that off of him so that he'd be more friendly towards me. Yo. Do you like a cold drink brain freeze? I hate it. What? What's wrong with you, huh? How can you not like that sweet headache? What I do is get a cold drink, chug the whole thing as fast as possible, and eat poached salmon right away, and my brain and my belly are like, yarg! That is insane. I hate brain freezes. I mean, who likes them? I wonder what that is, a brain freeze. Like, is it a defense mechanism? I think it probably would be. Like a survival instinct to tell you to not eat something because it's too cold. But obviously we want to eat the cold thing. That's another thing where, like, our own human, like, achievements are getting in the way of our own bodies. I mean, I was talking about teeth the other day. Like, that's a classic thing. Like, you know, like, we didn't used to, like, cavemen weren't brushing their teeth twice a day. They were, like, you know, ripping the skin off of a mammoth using their teeth to eat it. But, like, you know, The fact, like, you know, needing to brush our teeth so much is something that's fueled by our diets consisting of way more sugar, way too much sugar, because pretty much everything has sugar in it, which isn't really supposed to. Even the fruit has more sugar in it than usual because of the way they process it sometimes. But so yeah, now we're like at a point where we need to brush our teeth as much as we do. Not to say brushing your teeth is like unnecessary if you just eat, you know, nothing. It still is, but yeah. But no, with brain freezes, I know it's like a nerve thing. It isn't actually your brain getting colder. I'm pretty sure it's like a signal. It's like most things that you don't let that involve not feeling good. Oh, Harriet's here again. Oh, jeez. I spent all day listening to people talk about their problems. I have to tell you, Sugar, it can really bring a gal down. That's why I like to come here and just get away from it all. That's a good reason. Care for a cup of Java to pick you up? It's 200 bells. What blend would you like? Usual? Whatever you say. And out comes 1-up cup of your favorite blend spoon. Whatever you say. Care for a little pigeon milk to put in it? No! You like it black? Coo. Coo. He cooed twice. There we go. At the perfect temperature to bring out the flavor. 176 degrees. 1 fresh brewed cup. Drink up. Thanks. Excellent. But could you expect anything less from the legendary Brewster's Blend? I wonder if that's like a title. Is he saying the legendary Brewster's Blend? Like that's the name of it? Thanks. Or is he... like I say he, I guess I'm meaning me. Is he saying like the legendary Brewster and his blend? You know what I mean? Like, am I calling the blend legendary, or am I calling Brewster legendary and his blend by association is therefore also legendary? These are the kind of questions that we ask. What was I talking about before though? I was talking about God, I've been going on so many different trains of thought. I've been keeping them up pretty well, actually. But, what was it? Oh, man. It was, oh, come on, joggy memory. If Inside Out was real, then my train of thought wouldn't even have tracks. Like, she loses her train of thought once, and the whole train, like, it's like a disaster thing. Like, that happens constantly to me, so what's going on there? They just walk. The guys just walk in between to get thoughts. That's probably what happens. Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about human achievement, brushing your teeth, brain freezes. That's what I was talking about. And I had a bloody brain freeze just then. Yeah, brain freezes are weird, but I do think it's like a sort of evolutionary response. Because, I mean, if you think about it, for humans... what would we ever have been eating in the wild that was, you know, that was cold? Even if we're living in cold environments, you know, fire and stuff, it's supposed to be eating things at the very least lukewarm. The idea of eating something cold is probably not something... Maybe not something... It's fine, probably fine that we do it, but it's not something we're supposed to do, I don't think. Some food for thought. But that's gonna be it for today.